It was one of the biggest stories of the year. The Goose Creek football team disqualified from state playoffs for having an ineligible player on the team. The player was ruled ineligible after his transcripts surfaced, which showed he had exceeded his eligibility to play. Ken Harrell with the Joye Law Firm that represented Goose Creek against the South Carolina High School League is here to talk about the special event plan for the team. First off, now, this is not my opinion, but how many people came up to me by saying this is a no-brainer for the school system, for the high school football system? What are they thinking? This is not my opinion. This is what, I mean, people stop me in the store. People stop me in numerous areas from Wando High School, from West Ashley High School, said it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it really was, Tom.
Yeah.
I tell people I've been practicing law 25 years. It's probably the most unjust thing I've ever seen done, and I suspect I'll be practicing hopefully for another 25 years. I don't think I'll ever see something that really just strikes me as being so wrong. So it was a tough pill to swallow, but at the end of the day, once the tears sort of dried, and really that community and that team was really devastated by what was done by the high school league. As I talked to Coach Reedy and Jimmy Husky, the principal at Goose Creek, we all started talking about the idea of doing something special to honor the great things that these kids have done, not only on the football field, but this is really just a good group of kids. They're very involved in the community, the Veterans Hospital, Ronald McDonald House, and that planted the seed for coming up with this event that we're going to put on in late February.
Which is really giving back to the community, especially for high school kids to be involved with helping out veterans, and the Ronald McDonald House that plays such a significant part to folks who are going through cancer and therapy and so forth here in the local area, and of course our fighting veterans at the VA hospital. These students giving back, one of the things that they were looking at, of course, was to get a high school ring. And this is a part of that event.
That's exactly right. When we first started talking about the event, we had all these ideas. Maybe we'd put on a fancy dinner somewhere at a restaurant or a banquet hall. But we started talking to some of the parents of some of the players and persons involved with the Booster Club, and a couple of things that they said. Number one, in terms of what would be meaningful to the kids, they said, we think the kids would enjoy having something at the high school where members from the community can come out and show their appreciation to the team, as opposed to having a more exclusive type event where only a certain number of people could go to dinner. And then we asked them, we said, well, if we were to present something to the kids, this was a team that was ranked number 11 in the country out of 30,000 high schools, defending state champions, 26 straight game winning streak. This is a phenomenal football team. And we said, if we can present them something to honor what they've accomplished on the field, what do you think they'd like? And ring was universal. They said, what the kids would really like to have is a nice ring. And
is this going to be just for the players now?
Well, and
the staff with the football team?
Correct. The rings. The event that we have planned, there will be a dinner which would be just for the players and their parents. Sticky Fingers, phenomenal. They've stepped up. They're going to contribute all the food, all the catering for that dinner.
It's going to be a couple hundred people now when you're talking about the football players and the parents and the staff and everything.
And some big kids too, so kids that will come to eat. But then we're going to have an event at 7 o'clock at the high school gymnasium, and it's going to be February 25th. We had to get past basketball season for a number of reasons. But that event will be where the rings are presented, and then we're going to have some special guest appearances. There's some things that we really don't want to divulge to the kids, but it's really going to be a great event. And that's where our efforts now, of course, is to raise the money, one, to buy the rings, but also even with great local businesses like Sticky Fingers stepping up, we still have some other costs that will be affiliated with the event. And so we set a goal of raising $25,000 for the Athletics Booster Club. We're a little bit over half of that amount right now, and so now we're looking for members from the community, because you're right, this was not just a Goose Creek story. This really affected, I think everybody in the Lowcountry felt as if, our team had been wronged by this situation.
Everybody wants to beat Goose Creek, but they wanted them to win this.
Absolutely. It's kind of like, as a South Carolina fan, if Georgia or Alabama's playing in the bowl game, I'm going to root for the conference team.
Absolutely.
So same kind of thing.
Ken, thank you so much. And the event, once again, is when?
It's February 25th. If someone would like to contribute, they can send a check to the Goose Creek Athletics Booster Club. They can send it to us at the law firm, Joye Law Firm, 5861 Rivers Avenue, North Charleston.
Very good. Ken Harrell, thank you very much.